I am Jay. I am one of the managing directors of JCS, a security company based in Consett in the northeast of England. We install CCTV, access control and fire.
My name's Colby. I'm the sales and showroom manager here at JCS, and I handle all of the day-to-day, including the booking, stock rotation, management, that kind of thing.
So we follow Hikvision quite closely, try to stay ahead of all the technology that's coming out. We caught wind of it back in 2018. There was some marketing material. We then managed to look into it further and really saw what the program was aiming to do. It was in its early stages, but we did manage to get access to it. But it wasn't till Hikvision Insight Show 2019 where there was a stand advertising it. We got talking with the representative there and ended up having full access to a full account, seeing what it could do. We rolled it out pretty quick company-wide. The ease of use was 100% the main driving force behind it. At an early stage, the options were diagnose and edit in some settings. Just having the ability to do that really cut down the time that we were wasting sort of trying to diagnose via a client. We could do it ourselves and go, we know what your problem is. We can be on site tomorrow with a new camera, with settings changes, anything that was required we could be doing before attending site. The features as an installer that I prefer would be the auto setup. Once you are on the end user's network, you've connected the camera to the network, the system will automatically pick it up and it will know that it's got an inactive camera there, and from there it'll activate itself. It'll set the right time zone region, it'll format any SD card or hard drive that's installed, and it'll set up the DHCP and then static the web address for the system. Out of the box, instead of having to get your laptop out and setting it all up, I can stand there on my mobile phone, wait for it to pop up, and then just press active and it'll run through all of them steps, leaving me then just to do the smart analytics side, setting up the more technical stuff, again via the same app. Password resetting, you can now do that via the app. You can also raise a support ticket, which gets answered quicker than obviously email and Hikvision like you had to the previous time. The other one is, again, the mobile app. So adjusting a camera, instead of going up and down a ladder trying to get the right position, you can be there adjusting the camera and seeing it live while you're on site. And probably my last one would be the updates, being able to update via the app instead of, again, finding the firmware, downloading the firmware, installing the firmware on the camera, click of a button, it can do it all now.
Other good benefits of Hik-Partner Pro would be the fact that you could use the online features of it to quote remotely and send through spec sheets and product codes and all that kind of thing as well through the system, and the remote health monitoring of the sites as well.
Before Hik-Partner Pro, we used to have to send engineers out to site, diagnose problems, find out basically while on site what issues were, which obviously takes up time and resources, to then arrange for either repairs, fixes or replacements.
Previously, we would have to pay an installer around about 2 hours of every morning to sit upstairs and take technical calls. That would then have to be all written down, then has to hand over to me, and then I would have to assign time. Now, there's other options.
After the initial training and after the initial sort of temporary rollout we did with certain sites, it became apparent to us straight away that the system did what it said on the tin. It worked. It saved us considerable amount of time. The biggest benefit of all was it was easier to keep the customers happy. So if they were ringing up to say that they've got a problem, whereas I've got a blurry image, us going out to go, well, okay, why have you got a blurry image? Is there a setting wrong? Something like that. Have you been into the settings? They can take that sometimes quite offensively. We can then log on, we can see, go from there, and we can say, well, look, your camera's dirty. If you go clean that lens, that's going to be fine. Having that ability to do that just over the phone and not have to attend site, which means there's no call outs or costs involved on their side, ultimately keeps the end user a lot happier. I would say the biggest effect in our business is the efficiency of how we can run. Realistically speaking, going to site, you never knew what you were really going to have to do. With the implementation of Hik-Partner Pro, we can get a very good idea and diagnose or fix a problem without even going to site. Overall, the time that you save using this program at the end of the day improves business.
Back in 2022, we implemented Hik-Partner Pro. We were roughly sitting back then about 900 customers. We're now sitting at well over 3,000, and I wouldn't be able to manage the business as I do today on a daily basis without it.
I'd recommend Hik-Partner Pro as the program to have if you were installing Hikvision. As far as I'm concerned, it's more like having a tool in your belt. You couldn't do a job without a drill. Using this program, Hik-Partner Pro, is considerably better for business. You've got a lot more control. and you can do a lot more for the customer at very little cost.
If you install the cameras anywhere, it makes the entire process from start to finish one easy solution. If you're still unsure, give the 30-day free trial a go.